There's a reason why instant transmission in here. And don't talk about my hair. There's a lot that's happened over the past 2 days. But there's a reason why instant transmission in here. I don't know if y'all have ever felt so defeated before where you don't even want to get up and move. Yeah. That's how I feel right now. And it's because of that last episode of Yandere Simulator. It really took a lot out of your boy. But that's not why we were gone the other day. The reason for that, I was having so many technical issues. I was configuring my camera and my microphone decided to die on me. It completely shattered. I don't know what happened to it. It was cheap. So we have a new microphone now. We're testing the audio. If it sounds bad this first video, don't at me. But today, we're doing something that I promised a few weeks ago. Today, we're hopping back on the same series I started where we're reacting to horror videos. If you don't know what this series is, this is a short series that I have. I don't know how long it's going to be going for, where every Friday we react to some horror videos. And I know today's not Friday. Yeah. Don't at me. I missed last Friday. We're catching it up now. But this is a little short series that I do have going on the channel right now where we gather every Friday. Today's Thursday. I get it. Calm down. But this is a little series that I have going on where every Friday we react to some horror videos on YouTube. I search up some random ones. If I think they sound cool, we're going to react to them. If you want to know where I got my inspiration from, the link is going to be in the description along with the video that we are going to be reacting to. We're reacting to one video. It's a 3-in-1. But without further ado, it's time to get scary. Today we're going to be reacting to 3 true NBA playoff horror stories animated by Horror Shorts Party. Horror Shorts Party, if you happen to see this video, I'm just a fan. I'm not doing nothing else. I'm reacting. Listen, if this video racks up 20 views, they might check out your channel. That's 20 people that you didn't have before. Yeah. There's no monetization off of this. Just a fan. But I don't think we're going to react to all 3 of them. We're probably only going to react to, and I'll put the link in the description for the video if you want to watch the 3rd one on your own. But without further ado, it's time to get scary. True NBA Playoff Horror Stories 1 by Terrence. Woo-wee. My volume is up. So LeBron? Oh, this is a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
All in all, I think the luckiest thing that ever happened to me in my life was being born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. From there, sharing a birthplace with the basketball legend LeBron James, I've been able to get closer to him than I bet most wannabe fans could ever dream of.
My boy,
but if you're really a fan like me, just
scary.
Living in the same city as the idol isn't enough. Cities are big places, and elite men like LeBron James spend very little, if any, time amongst the masses. That's not a problem I face myself, however, because I know how to get close. It's all about those courtside seats. They bring you so close to the players that you can very nearly feel the heat dissipating from their bodies. And every now and then you get lucky enough to trade a few words with one of them.
LeBron! LeBron! I love you, LeBron! Come home and have dinner with me! I'll cook for you! I know how you like your steaks! I'll do everything for you!
Every time I meet with a family member, they ridicule me and chastise me about how much money I spend on getting those tickets at every home game. But they don't understand how important it is to me. It's not like I'm going broke over it anyway. I don't see what's wrong with it if I can afford it. I mean, some people spend their money on vacations and computers and clothes, and I spend my money on getting as near to LeBron James as I can. I would say it's like my hobby, but LeBron James...
Why he look like Kendrick Perkins?
More than money.
That is not LeBron.
Is what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Oh, no.
It's hard for...
LeBron was on his ceiling? Yeah. My boy, look at his face. He need to be checked out. Oh, no.
Let me explain it. He's just so... iconic. Everything he does just exudes badassery and confidence, virtue and compassion. He's like the greatest single specimen of a human being that's ever existed. He's indomitable on the court, undoubtedly a powerhouse in the gym, and an angel in mortal coil everywhere else. Now, people often call me biased. They say he's not the greatest who ever lived, though he may be close, and that I just feel that way because we're both Cleveland natives. Those people might be right, but it doesn't matter to me at all. LeBron and I have a history together. You know his famous chalk throw, where he throws a cloud of chalk into the air and watches it disappear with his fans? Whenever I'm courtside, I carry with me a big Ziploc bag that I've coated with honey on the inside and wait for the throw. While everyone else is stunned in slack-jawed amazement.
Wait, what? Wait, huh? What did he said something about Ziploc honey.
Appear with his fans. Whenever I'm courtside, I carry with me a big Ziploc bag that I've coated with honey on the inside and wait for the throw. While everyone else is stunned in slack-jawed amazement. You might see me on the cameras holding up an open bag with great pride, hoping to catch some of the chalk particles that have recently been grazed.
Nah. Y'all, this horror short ain't even about LeBron. It's about this sicko right here. I don't even know what to say. I literally don't know how to react to this. Like, this is weird and creepy, and there's probably people out there like this. This is crazy.
By contact with the skin of LeBron James. Oh, his skin. How it contains such divinity.
This is disgusting.
I'm proud to say that I myself have gone a step further from gathering his chalk, and I've actually touched the man himself. One night after the game, LeBron was doing a little photo op with some other fans. I saw him surrounded by a bunch of starving-looking little kids in hospital gowns, and I struck while I had the chance. I still keep a printout of that photo on my nightstand. It's the first thing I see when I wake up, and the last thing I see before I sleep. But even the photo itself means little compared to the experience I had getting the photo. Hey LeBron, I'm your biggest groupie. I mean, fan. I hope you can hear my cheers amongst the Cavs fans.
It's pretty good, but I know we can be much, much louder than any fan base, in this league. And,
can I please take a picture with you? Hurry up, kid. You're not the only fan here. I was slick with it. I put my arm around his shoulder while we posed for the photo, and right after I snapped it, before he could get away from me, I caressed the top of his head for just a moment.
Oh my!
Stroking the magnificent brain, feeling the hair and the grease transfer to my fingers, even if those fibers didn't grow directly.
No! He needs to be watched. FBI, come get this guy over here.
From his head, they still mingle with his sweat and sweat and went along for the ride of a well-played match. I hate it when people make fun of his hairline, as if it makes him any less angelic. But anyway, I might have made a bad impression on LeBron on that occasion, though I'm not really sure why. All I know is that he gave me a very strange look and walked away very suddenly, abandoning all those Make-A-Wish kids. Moments later, I was getting tossed around by a bunch of security meatheads who threw me out of the stadium and threatened to have me banned from all future games. Who do you think you are, man? Don't you have any respect? Get the hell out of here! Obviously, I couldn't get banned or my life would be over. So as much as it pained me, I took a back seat for a season. Though I saved a lot of money by not getting courtside seats. That season sucked. I was forced to watch him give love to all his other fans while I sat on the sidelines of the sidelines. It made me so angry. There was one occasion where LeBron almost ended our relationship altogether. He just finished scoring the winning baskets of a really tight game, and it was bad enough that I was forced to watch it from 1,000 feet away. But afterwards, there was this whole celebration in LeBron's honor. I wanted so bad to run out onto the court with him, but I just barely held myself back. But that's when I saw him do something that made my blood boil. He changed his shoes and jersey and signed them, and just gave them away to some homely-looking chubby kid. Afterwards, I found that ungrateful little snot and followed him out into the parking lot. I lured him away from the crowd, then demanded to have the shoes and jersey. No way, man. I got these and they're mine. I'm gonna sell these for a fortune in 10 years. Cram it, you little twerp. Those belong to me. Now, I do regret the lengths I went to, but I did what I had to do. I socked him right in the nose, hoping he would just crumble and pass out, but then he started screaming. Ow! Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
What did this turn into?
That's when I knew I had to make sure he wouldn't be able to tattle. So I had to break his face just a little bit. Nobody was near the alley, so I had enough time to beat him to a juvenile pulp, take what belonged to me, and get the hell out of there before anyone saw. Unfortunately, the little brat soiled both the jersey and the shoes by getting blood all over them and staining them. It's alright though, because I wasn't planning on selling those. Ever. It was around that time, however, that tragedy struck for Cavalier fans. LeBron got traded, and of all places, to the Miami Heat. And no matter how hard I tried to swing it, I could just never afford courtside seats in Miami and plane tickets there and back all the time. I'm ashamed to admit it, but there were a couple years when I didn't see LeBron at all. I'd forgiven him already, of course, and I had to make sure he knew that. When he started becoming active on Instagram, I reached out to him there. I sent him a message every day for a few months, but he never got back
This
to me.
could be based on
I
a
didn't
true
have any
story. I'm not
followers,
gonna
so I
lie.
must have looked like a bot or some kind of scam or something. If he knew it was really me, I'm sure he would have responded. And even though LeBron eventually returned to Cleveland, I had to do something to make do during that time in between. At first, I built a little shrine.
Oh no! Yo, this is too much. If there's anyone that has ever went this length for any celebrity, any sports person, whatever, the FBI is watching you. This is not okay.
Him using all the little pieces of him that I've gathered over the years. My family thought it was a joke when I told them about it, but it's not. I was trying to find ways to legitimize it, and then one day, heaven delivered to me the perfect gift. I saw an ad from a LeBron James lookalike who was offering to do birthday parties for little kids while impersonating LeBron James. Obviously, I knew what I had to do, because I knew the real LeBron would loathe to see such an imposter making money on his likeness. I lured the impersonator into a trap with relative ease. And now, with just a little bit of imagination, I have LeBron James in my basement whenever I want him. Let me go. Let me go, please. LeBron, you look enchanting this evening. Do you prefer red wine or white wine?
I don't care. Please just let me out of here. I won't tell anyone, I swear.
Oh, Mr. James, you should really use your inside voice. Now where is your bag of chalk? Have you forgotten your before-dinner ritual?
My mouth has been down for maybe the last 5 minutes. That was crazy. I don't even know how to process what we just watched right there. That was creepy. Actually insane. Oh no. Is this next one about Curry? Steph.
I had a carefree life in Oakland,
What?
California.
That's how we started this?
What
What
with friends after work and watching live band concerts, even if it meant pushing against the crowd. But despite my love of parties and music, there was one particular interest that stood above the rest. Posters of him adorned my bedroom walls, filling every corner of the room. This man would be the fantasy of every Golden State Warriors fangirl, and he was none other than Stephen Curry. Who could resist those gorgeous eyes, firm muscles, superb three-point shooting skills, and cunning point guard maneuvers? 70% of the time, I would be there to watch him live, supporting him from beginning to end. Steph was perfect, and everything he did was beautiful.
He ain't ducking like that now.
I worshipped him so much that during a game between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets in 2013, I cornered a Rockets fan who called Steph an idiot. Outraged, I waited for her in the restroom and blinded her eyes with my pen. I stabbed both her eyes over and over again.
Horror Shorts Party. No. This, I don't know what you've been putting together. You need to be watched.
Then, when it wasn't enough, I pulled on her hoop earrings and ripped them out of her pathetic earlobes. Seeing her cower in fear inside a cubicle made me feel like I had done Curry justice. In 2016, when I found out the Golden State Warriors were up against the Cleveland Cavaliers for playoff season, I highlighted the entire game series on my calendar and watched all 6 games. On June 19th, I went to watch Game 7. I felt eyes creep all over my body as men drooled at the sight of me. I couldn't blame them. After all, who wouldn't notice my close-fitting dress and plunging neckline? Unfortunately, this wasn't for them.
What is going on?
This was for Curry.
Are you allowed to answer
Game
like that?
7 was a close
Trying to
fight
distract
with
Curry?
11 ties and 20 lead changes. However, my dear Warriors were defeated by
lost.
the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
It didn't matter to
They ain't
me
coming
when they
back from
lost
that.
the game. And now that the game was over, I had to find a way to get close to Steph. I was on the lower level, close enough to the Golden State.
Hold up. Got Steph Curry. Who is that right there? Is that freaking not like Sean Livingston? Was okay, cool.
State Warriors bench. So I gave it my best shot and screamed my lungs out, saying,
Steph Curry, over here.
His eyes wandered off across the sea of people, but nowhere near me. So when I failed to grab his attention, I hollered once again.
Steph, I love you.
Then another girl called out his name in the same row,
it's over.
mimicking the words that came out of my mouth.
She's a
I
yandere.
wanted to yank
she's
her
gonna kill
hair,
her.
but I couldn't, because she was 3 seats away from me. She wore a tube shirt and
Ew.
booty shorts, so when Steph waved at her, it infuriated me.
You copycat witch. He's mine.
I lunged towards her and grabbed her hair, starting a full-out fist fight in that row. When the security guard noticed, he said, "Hey, you two! If you girls got a problem, I have no choice but to take you outside. You got that?" I was silent after that and let the trick
Bro,
go,
she is
but I was
crazy.
also furious that Steph hadn't noticed me at all. So my next step was to try and meet him up close. However, I couldn't get through a jungle of wild fans, all wanting to gain
you're not
access
getting
to
close to
Steph
him.
Curry. There were just too many of them,
Damn it.
I said, wishing that I had bought one of the more expensive tickets instead.
Yeah.
All of them wanted
Spend all
to
that
get
money
an
on that
autograph.
outfit.
Then one of the girls emerged from the crowd,
That's the
seeming
same girl?
jovial. After getting what she wanted, she held a jersey in her hand with Curry's signature on it.
Oh, she's
But
dead.
she also went the extra mile by having her right cheek signed as well. When I came closer, I recognized her as the annoying Curry fangirl. I lost it then and there. This girl didn't deserve to be happy. And so, as everyone left the arena, I stalked the woman, following her silently as she rode the bus.
That's crazy.
She got off and strolled through an empty park. It's amazing
Wearing a
how
signed
human
jersey.
instincts work, because I could tell she felt uneasy. She kept looking back at me, her shoulders rigid and her speed fast. At
Bro,
this
I
point,
would've
she had
never
noticed
been
that I
alone
was
in a park.
following her. So, without a moment to lose, I ran and pounced like a predator that went in for the kill. I thrashed her head in with a small rock, aiming for the temple with my pent-up anger and frustration. I didn't stop until she bled. She yelled at me and said,
Get off of me, you lunatic! Somebody help!
Just hand me Steph's precious autograph.
Oh my god.
Give it to me now.
I retorted, convinced she would cave in.
All right! Just stop hitting me, please!
She said out of shock, but it wasn't enough. So, to bring me satisfaction, I took her bag, threw it to the side, and strangled her.
Bro, this is too much. This is obsessed. No, bro, obsessive not even the right word.
When she finally blacked out, I dragged her towards the trees and broke both her legs by kicking in her kneecaps relentlessly until she woke up from sheer pain. And when she regained consciousness, I saw fear and anxiety in her eyes.
Good. That's exactly how I like it.
I laughed, deliriously.
Just let me go, please. I won't call the cops, I promise.
She begged, desperately.
I don't
Sure,
even know how to
I'll
react
let you
to
go,
these videos.
but not until I get what I want.
I said, as I pointed at her.
Oh no.
She looked down at the jersey she was wearing and frantically said,
I was trying to tell you that you could take it, but you weren't listening to me.
Are you sure about that?
It didn't
I
sound like
teased.
that.
She replied, tossing me the jersey.
Yeah, just take it and leave me alone already.
Okay, thanks. It's not like you have a choice anyway.
I snickered triumphantly.
You know what? I hate girls like you who always get in the way of me and my beloved Stefan.
She began to shed rivers of tears.
Hey, stop crying. No one's gonna hear you out here late at night. It's just you and me. I made sure of it.
I threatened her, delighted at the turn of events.
Oh, and one last thing. I wasn't talking about the jersey.
I took out a Swiss Army knife, which I always brought for self-defense, and dangled it in front of her, smiling menacingly.
Wait, what are you planning to do with that?
She asked, in a trembling voice.
Well, you have something more valuable.
Then, with exuberance, I gripped the knife and pierced it through the skin on her cheek that had Curry's signature on it, slowly carving it out as she wailed in pain. When I was halfway finished removing the skin, I thought of something a bit more fun, so I decided to bite it off instead.
Ew!
I put the souvenirs inside my bag and took an Uber home. As I went up to my room, I framed the jersey along with the piece of skin, hanging them on the wall where I could take a sidelong glance at Steph's signature every so often as I fantasized about him and I together.
Who is this next one going to be about? James Harden? Harden. Run, Harden, run! Y'all, that's going to be it for this one. If y'all want to see James Harden and what happens to that sucker, you're going to have to watch the video on your own, because this is where we're going to cut it here. This horror shorts party? Yo, you need to be investigated. This doesn't just come to the mind. You've done something. But if you guys did enjoy, y'all already know what to do. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't. We're on this journey, and I need your guys' support to get us there. Honestly, this video just left me stunned. Like, I'm flabbergasted right now, and I've never used that word a day in my life. But with all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and there's a chance, if you're looking out for it, I might see you again later today, but I'm not going to say nothing about that, because it's already starting off where I can't keep promises. But if you guys did enjoy, y'all already know what to do, and I will see y'all in the next video.